The market shoots lower, then starts to bounce. Have the bulls lost control? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market should push a little bit lower, then go back up to test the pivot, and that's exactly what we saw. The market moved down to the 1382 before bouncing back up and testing the pivot, and now the question is, can the bears hold? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, if you aren't following me on Instagram, you should head over there and follow me now. There is a discount code over there for the Elliott Wave course for beginners. It's $30 off. So if you head over there and follow me on Instagram, you can get that coupon now. There's also other great content that you don't see on YouTube. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and the market is actually still open right now. I do have a commitment tonight, so I can't film the video later, so I'm actually doing it here with about an hour to the close. And so far, we've seen the market do exactly what we thought. They moved down, actually pushed through the 236 to the 1382, and when that happens, the 1.0 becomes the retrace target, and that's exactly where they went to. Right back up, hit the 1.0 here, and so far, they're pulling back down off of that. So pretty straightforward parameters on the ES. As long as we can hold below 45.60, we should be looking down to 44.91, then one more bounce, and down to 44.60 to complete the first move down off of the highs. Now, if they cannot hold 45.60, then it becomes a little bit more complicated, but 45.60 is a nice parameter to have. We still do have the wave 4 target on here. Once they broke 45.30, it does give us the idea that the top is in. However, they have not fully invalidated into this wave 1 just yet. So this wave 4 is still valid. And we are dealing in diagonals, so they can actually push down into this wave 1, but I don't count on those, nor would I expect that to happen here. So what we are looking at, though, would be an ABC, and this would be like A of a bigger A wave, where we would expect a B wave up, and then C down for the A wave, and then a bigger B wave, and then a bigger C wave down toward the 43 to 4400 area. If they're able to bounce this and push back over the 4600 area, then we would start to look at this being a wave 4, and we would look for another high towards that 4650 area. So 4560 is the clear number here. If they push back over that before completing this pattern to the downside, then it's more of a corrective pattern. And as long as they hold resistance up here, we would expect a corrective move down to the 43 to 4400 area. If they stay above or get above 4560 and break resistance above 4600, then we would be looking at a move higher towards 4650 or so. Over on the NASDAQ, so on the NASDAQ, we have a little bit different. They also came down, but they hit the 1.0 extension. That is a valid 3 of 3 target. We would prefer the 1.236. But when they hit the 1.0, you would expect a retrace up toward the 15,562 area, which we got. They pushed up toward about 15,515 and then started to move down from there. Assuming they can stay below 15,562, we would look for them to make a move down toward the 15,120 area to as deep as the 1618 here at 14,984, but since they only hit the 1.0, the 1382 becomes a more natural target. So between 15,120 and 14,984 is what we would expect the next move down to be. And then we would look for a bounce back up toward the 1.0 at 15,341, and then the fifth wave down towards 14,763. So that would be the move down, assuming they can stay below 15,562. For the NASDAQ, if they cannot hold below 15,562, we'd look for an ABC back up to about 15.8, and then we'd look for a C wave down. And depending on how this C wave extends, it could be the whole C wave down toward the 14,000 area. But I would imagine that this would just be the A wave, like we would see on ES. Then you'd see an ABC higher, and then you'd look for the bigger C wave down to 14,000 from there. So on the NASDAQ, 15,562 is the number to hold. As long as they are below that number, we should continue the pattern down toward 14,763. If they break above that number, then we're looking for a correction back towards the 15,800 area. And assuming they hold resistance there, we would expect them to move down in a C wave. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial. Because I want you to get in there, I want you to make sure you love it and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We do have our Elliott Wave for Beginners course as well, and as I mentioned over on Instagram, there is a coupon for $30 off of this course if you want to get that. It is 25 videos where I go over an introduction mindset and how Elliott Wave actually works and why it works. I go over the chart setup and every tool you need to find these levels and understand where they should go and why they're turning, as well as each Elliott Wave show you the failure points, when it succeeds, when it's confirmed, how to use them, and how to understand Elliott Wave and the market instead of trying to listen to the news. The really cool part about it is included in both monthly plans. So if you want to become a monthly member, you automatically get the Elliott Wave for Beginners course. And in our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, and a midday video where we go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect. You also get the trading material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading, as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures his trades that's so unique. It's something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he trades mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Okay, key takeaways for today. It's pretty simple. 45.60 is the number. As long as they stay below that, we're looking at 44.91, then a bounce, then 44.60. If they get above that, we would likely look for an ABC towards 45.80 to 90, and then a move down from there. Or if they break through that resistance, we could see 46.50 to 46.60. Over on the NASDAQ, the number is 15.562. As long as they are below that, we should see 15.120 to 14.984, then a bounce, then down to 14.763. Above that number, and it would look like a corrective bounce up toward the 15.800 before we see a C wave down after that. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab yourself a drink, enjoy your family, get out of the house, and I will talk to you next week.